Hello, my name is Sarah, and I want to take you on a journey. Not just any journey, but the one that changed my life forever. When I was a child, I used to watch movies in English without understanding a single word. I always thought how beautiful this language sounds. It was like music to my ears. But I lived in a small village far away from anything like an English school. Still, I had a dream. One day, I wanted to understand, to speak, to live in English. This is my story, and maybe it can be your story too. It was a quiet summer morning. I was on a train to the city for the first time. My heart was beating fast, not from fear, but from excitement. I looked around, trying to listen to the conversations in English, but I couldn't understand much. I only caught a few words. Meeting, tomorrow, dinner. I had studied English at school, but just a little. I was still a beginner. I only knew some basic words and simple sentences. Across from me, two women were speaking. I wanted to talk to them. I took a deep breath and said, "Hello, I am learning English." They smiled. One of them replied slowly, "That's great. Keep going. You're doing well." That small conversation, just 2 or 3 minutes long, made me feel something powerful. I can do this. They gave me their email and told me, "If you ever come to London, you can visit us." That moment stayed with me, and that was the day I decided I will go to London. 6 months later, I was in London. I worked every day to improve my English. I watched movies, read short stories, and even spoke to myself in front of a mirror. When I joined an English language school, I felt both nervous and excited. My first class was on Monday morning. The teacher walked in, a young woman with a warm smile and kind eyes. She said, "You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be willing." She told us something interesting. You don't have to study grammar from textbooks. You have to use the language every day in real life. That idea changed everything for me. One student asked the teacher, "How can we learn new words fast?" The teacher smiled and said, "The secret is reading." She explained, "Read something you enjoy. Stories, news, even comics. When you see a new word, look it up in the dictionary. You don't have to memorize it. Your brain will remember it naturally through context. Read for 30 minutes every day. That's all." So I did. I read stories in English. If I didn't understand a word, I looked it up and read the sentence again. Day by day, my vocabulary grew. I wanted to practice English outside school, so I visited a job center. The lady at the desk said, "You can work at a coffee shop as a waitress. Your English is good enough." I was surprised. "Really? Me?" She smiled. "It's the best way to practice, talking to people every day." So I took the job. I wasn't perfect, but customers were kind. I made mistakes, I laughed, and I learned. Every coffee I served gave me a new sentence, a new expression, a new word. One day, a Korean student in our class said, "I understand English, but my pronunciation is bad. I'm afraid to speak." Our teacher nodded. "There's a technique called shadowing. It's powerful." She showed us how to do it. 1. Choose a short video or audio. 2. Listen to a sentence. 3. Repeat it immediately. Mimic the speaker's voice, tone, and rhythm. 4. Do it daily for 10 minutes. It worked like magic. Another student, Elizabeth from Italy, amazed everyone. Her English was fluent, natural. The teacher asked her, "How did you improve so fast?" Elizabeth said, "I think aloud." She explained, "She says her thoughts out loud in English. Simple sentences. I feel happy today. I want to learn more. What should I cook?" She doesn't translate from Italian. She lives in English. That technique changed me too. At first, I felt strange talking to myself in English, but soon it felt normal. I spoke while walking, cooking, cleaning. My fluency improved faster than ever before. Through this journey, I realized something important. English is not just grammar and words. It's a key. It opens doors to new friends from around the world, to jobs and travel, to understanding stories, ideas, and cultures. But most of all, it gave me confidence. Confidence to speak, to try, to make mistakes and grow. You're reading this story because you also have a dream to speak English fluently. Here's my advice to you. Read every day. Something you enjoy. Listen to English. Songs, podcasts, videos. Shadow what you hear. Repeat after native speakers. Think aloud. Speak your thoughts out loud in English. Don't be afraid. Don't wait for perfect grammar. Use what you know. Mistakes are part of the path. One sentence a day becomes a conversation. One conversation becomes confidence. And confidence becomes fluency. Thank you for joining me on my journey. Now it's time to begin yours.